we are live, and we haven't been live in the Facebook group, so we're gonna be like no engagement here. So if you give us some love, just give us some hearts, give us some likes, helps the algorithm, helps it reach more people. And we're going to be talking about something very special today with Kim Dang. I had her here about 6 months ago talking all about Chrome extensions and leveraging Chrome extensions to make more profit to your bottom line and impact your clients on a deeper level. So I am super excited to bring her back with a super special presentation on Chrome extensions and how you can build out your own Chrome extension for your business and automate processes for yourself and your clients. And we're going to dive all into that today. So Kim, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Yes, I'm glad that you interrupted me so that we don't talk to ourselves for an hour.
And I think my introduction was a little bit better this time. So we had our practice and now we're just ready to rock.
Yeah, I am so excited to deliver this presentation to you guys because a lot of people really don't know about this world, about the Chrome extension world. I just spoke with a client that is joining us and he's like, wow, Kim, I never realized that something as small as a Chrome extension actually grows your bot list, actually have the power to influence people. And he's not looking for increasing his income like crazy. That's not his goal now because he's already has the income, but now he's looking to help his community have those mental breakthroughs. Because when you introduce simple software and having people be able to have their own, all of a sudden they have a unique, cool story to tell. So if they sit across from their date, they're like, yes, I am the CEO of a software company and these are the people I serve. All of a sudden you have this really cool story to tell. You have a core offer. You can be proud of it because it delivers instant value and you could just shout it from the rooftops. And a lot of times when people go and try to make something work online, it's hard to find a story. It's hard to hone in on that offer. And something as simple as a Chrome extension lets you do that in a way that doesn't interrupt the flow of what you're doing. It's supposed to enhance and increase your influence, but not torpedo your business. So without further ado, I will share my screen and let's do round two.
Yay.
Round
second
two.
time. I'm excited to hear it again.
Round two. All right. With round two, I need to go back to my Chrome and make sure that, oh, okay. All right. So guys, this is the power and secrets to Chrome extensions. Little do you know that you don't have to search for venture capital funding. You don't have to get hundreds of thousands of dollars to bring your vision to life. And you know, for those people who are like, I could have been the next Uber, I had that idea for Airbnb and I just never went for it. Today we're going to show you how you can shed all these old ways of thinking and all these old methods that don't really work to a very simplified way to leverage little teeny software that you fully own, is your equity, sits online 24/7, delivers massive value, and can give you the influence and leverage. Because even with my own story, never would have imagined that a year ago when I released one of my Chrome extensions, GroupConvert, that today I am invited to speak to stages because of Chrome extensions, because of my little Chrome extension. Andrew talks about my Chrome extension on stage to his people. So it really is there to expand your influence and to leverage your income. So who is this for? And if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop it in the comments and I'll be able to answer it afterwards. Who is this presentation for? It's for anyone who wants to create monthly recurring income. That's always a great thing. Anyone who wants to raise their perceived status. You own your own product now. You're the CEO of your own software company or companies. Anyone who wants to change the world through their own creation. So if you've always been thinking like, oh, maybe there's this way for my people to better experience the programs that I have because I'm able to shortcut their thing here, or I'm able to make this more easy for them. And it's in the form of something as simple as a tiny Chrome extension that sits on their browser, what you have becomes vision real estate. It's the first thing they see when they open their browser, right? Before they go in and go into Google, and now you're competing against millions. But then before that, now the reality of what we live through now is that there's only a few Chrome extensions people normally have. So it's your brand, your face. They're seeing you every single time they open their browser. So you get vision real estate as well as digital real estate that appreciates over time, because you can also charge a monthly recurring income, monthly recurring fee for your little Chrome extension. So it's anyone who wants to grow their following through high converting giveaways. This is really, really crazy, because the old way is that you give away all these PDFs, right? Like that's the old way. The new way, the way that works even better now, is you give away free software. You give away free software in exchange for their email. And then all of a sudden you have a bunch of people who are coming into your world through multiple streams. Let's say you have 6 Chrome extensions you put out there on the marketplaces in the world, and there are these streams of people getting those lead magnets and entering into your space, your world. And I'll tell you guys a trick about that as well, how to convert them, how to grow not only an email list, but a chatbot list. And also growing your LinkedIn custom audience, also growing your Facebook custom audience, all in one go. So this is really for anyone who are coaches, courses, content creators, anyone who's an investor who wants to invest in themselves to have more streams of income and leverage that to get more influence as well. So, all right, what are you going to get in this presentation? My story, like, why the heck Chrome extensions? How the heck did why, the thing that you want. And for Andrew's audience, I would alter this a little bit. You guys aren't really for that monthly reoccurring passive income as much as you want to impact and influence your community and step up to this bigger vision of yourself. So, and the thing that you so that's the thing that you want, and that's what we're going to be talking about. Followers who love you for what you put out into the world. And the thing that you need is that mindset shift. What's really, really valuable, and what I've seen and what lights me up, is that I get testimonials from people who go through my program. All of a sudden they see $1,000 days. And for them, it's like before they thought that their only option was to grind and grind away and try to like knock on doors and try to like build something. And then now with just a Chrome extension that someone else makes, you don't code any of it. You own property, and then you just opening up the doors and saying that it's something you have allows people to purchase it. And so $1,000 days come by very easily if you charge something like $197 for lifetime value. So that's, or $297. So that shift in he's the guy that recently told me that before he thought his only option for him and his wife was a life of working for other people, and now he realizes that if only he just builds this subscriber count, he's able to quit his job and have his wife quit her job. It changes the vision he sees for his life, the time that he has back. It changes the relationship that he has with his wife and the potential for his kids, because he's teaching his kids this method as well. So it's really life-changing, and I don't say that lightly. The problems is, okay, Chrome extensions, right? Like, you don't know who to talk to, you don't know where to start, you don't have a budget, or you're like, what is the budget? And you don't know how to code. And we're gonna go through all of that. So you guys, have you ever heard of this little company called Honey? Let me know in the comments if you guys have heard of the company Honey, or if you use it. Hashtag Honey if you either heard of it or you use it. Let me know. Hey, Gary. Hey, Marianne. I'm seeing some of the comments. Hey, guys. Okay, so Honey is a Chrome extension company. In just 2 months ago, I would say 2 months ago, PayPal acquired Honey, which is a Chrome extension company, for $4 billion. I want to point out that it's mostly in cash. So $4 billion in cash. That's what happened for that company. And I will go back to it a little bit later because I want to go through this presentation for you so I can answer your questions. But who here has heard of this man? Who here has heard of this man? Or even know who he is, right? Yeah, hey, Brody. So this man, his name is Bill Gates. Do you know that his fortune wasn't made from his in-house coding, from him being a coding genius? No. His fortune was made when he licensed out a software that he purchased and he added it to his arsenal of what he provides under the Microsoft empire. It blew up because he licensed out a software he acquired. So we're going to go back to that in a little bit, but I want to continue. So just remember that, okay? Just remember, we will go back to that lesson of why Bill Gates' empire exploded when he licensed out software that he acquired, that he didn't have built out, that he didn't code, okay? So who am I? Who the heck am I? I did a presentation earlier this year with, not 2020, but last year with Andrew. And I just want, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Kim, and my journey started back in 2012. I, like many others, I just didn't want a boss. Like, don't want to work for a boss. I started working for a boss, and the first day I started working full time, I had this realization that this cannot be the rest of my life. Like, why? You know, like having someone tell you when to wake up, when to be someplace. If you're not consistent with showing up, you're fired. And then all of a sudden you have the rug pulled out under you. You know, if you have a mortgage, if you have car payments, where do you go? And then you scramble around trying to like go and work for someone else during the interim. So I didn't want a boss. I started a dismantling company. If you guys don't know what that is, it's nothing internet marketing related, really. I saw that there was success in used car parts on eBay. So I got a warehouse and I started purchasing cars. I saved up every single penny that I had the first year I was doing the first year I worked full time. And I'm like, I'm just going to do this because worst case scenario, I'm going to go back to a job and, you know, then I'll save up again and try something else. So I started taking apart cars. And that enabled me to get freedom. I managed to, over the course of years, figure out how to automate it, how to have staff, how to figure out all the business related, you know, processes. And then it gave me freedom. And so then I started traveling. And by the way, I didn't come from a family that had money. My parents are immigrants. They came over. My dad was in jail for 9 years after the Vietnam War because he was in the war against the Viet Cong and he lost. You know, communism won. So they gave him a ticket. Not they, but like the Americans. America gave him a ticket to go to America and bring his family with him. So we were kind of penniless when we started. I remember we lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with bars over, and we couldn't even afford beds for me and my brother because it's 1 bedroom, so there's like 1 bed, and then there's sofas. So I remember sleeping on the sofa for many years because, you know, we couldn't afford a bed. And my wildest dreams was that, it was funny because my wildest dreams was one day I could sleep on a bed. Oh man, actually that caused me to like cry a little. Okay. But I thought that one day I could get out and afford my own room. It's really weird. But anyways, so to go from nothing to actually like having my own boss, being my own thing and gaining freedom, I thought that that could mean happiness, right? It meant endless time. I would spend hours and days watching Netflix nonstop because I had all this time and I was just kind of like aimless. And the feeling of emptiness still creeps in because there wasn't any community. I was selling car parts as a faceless person on Amazon, eBay, Shopify, all these, platforms. And I wanted more. I wanted like a sense of purpose. And I found a very tiny community. I opened up a Facebook group, and it gave me this epiphany that for the first time, I really didn't have to be like a Gary Vaynerchuk or or Tony Robbins to influence others. And during that process, I started talking to the people who were making it online. I talked to Blake, I talked to Andrew, your host, I talked to Spencer, all these people that were doing well online. They said yes to speaking with me. So I just asked them, hey, what's going on? Like, I want to really know what their world was like. And I saw the power in helping just one or two people and the impact spread. And during this journey, I could remember I tried to have something work, and I did think of software. And I, like many others who probably had the same mental mindset when they get started, they thought that they could create something and then people will come. They thought they could just put something on a landing page and people will come. And so I had to learn the hard way that you have to find a community first, look at a problem that you can solve for them, and then give it to them. And that's when GroupConvert was born, the Chrome extension that started this whole journey for me. I decided that I couldn't sit around and put in feature requests for the things I wanted, because I saw that this community was underserved. There were dissatisfied people, so I embarked upon creating my own version. And when I released it, people kind of went crazy. I started immediately selling right away. So if you can see, there was no money made until November. So within a few weeks, I was doing 1,500. It was nothing. It was like 1,500 monthly recurring income. I'm not making millions, but I found out that, wow, if in a few weeks it results to this, what could happen if I tried this journey for a year? What's the possibility if I kept on going with it? Then I did something crazy. I went on and I made 4 more Chrome extensions within the span of 2 months. They're all powerful. They all save a lot of time and therefore save money. I did GroupConvert. I created a partnership program. Actually, a lot of the partners that I partnered up with for them to, and this goes back to Bill Gates, right? This goes back to licensing. Do you want someone to pay you like $7 a month to use it? Or do you want to link it with someone who's growing their tribe, growing their community? And then so the amount that comes in is higher, hundreds of dollars, and they get to talk about your little tool to their people. So a lot of my a lot of my partners are now becoming like 2 Comma Club winners, and it's really cool because Chris Weiser's one of my partners, Andrew Kroeze, Shelly. These are really badass people, and I would not have the kind of connection to them if I didn't start this tiny Chrome extension, right? And so I started really just going for it. I created QuickLinkConvert, which helps with bringing all your links from a Google Sheet. You could dump it all there and you could pull it up onto your desktop right there. I have testimonials for people who love it. This is a type of Chrome extension that I use every day to solve my problem, because I have to go to a different tab to grab a link all the time, no matter what it is. And this lets you not leave money on the table. You can just grab your affiliate link, drop it, or have your VA, have your assistant do the work. So it really shortcuts a lot of time. I'm like, okay, what about Instagram? I created a Chrome extension that lets you post to Instagram from your PC. And this was inspired by one of my JV partners, Marcus Campbell. He's like, Kim, do you know that people search post to PC, Instagram post to PC 12,000 times a month? And I didn't know that. And I saw that, wow, they're searching for the solution. They're searching for this because they have a problem. They don't want to run to their phone every single time to post to their Instagram. So can a Chrome extension do this? Can a Chrome extension effortlessly let them do that? Yes, the answer is yes. So I created this. It cost me $50 and I have subscribers for this. And then I team up. The cool thing is with Chrome extensions, you get to team up with people. I team up with Chris, he makes like multiple six figures on the side to his software engineering job, doing affiliate marketing. And because he makes multiple six figures with affiliate marketing, he has the ability to go out and figure out, okay, what else can I do? So we've teamed up and we have a Chrome extension that lets you take data from Facebook ads library and put it into a PDF. Very simple, but it's something that people want. We have since exited this company. We sold it. And so not only are you building this asset that appreciates over time, that gives value, you are also having all that user data so you can exit a company. And that goes back to the Honey story. Honey is a Chrome extension business, but the reason why it's sold for $4 billion with PayPal is because Honey has all these connections to these retailers through their program, right? PayPal has connections to 10 times the amount of retailers Honey has access to. Sure, Honey has 10 million subscribers, but think about PayPal. PayPal is global and PayPal is entrenched and connected with a lot more retailers. So PayPal saw that, oh my gosh, if I acquire this vehicle with the current customers and the current relationships, it's absolutely worth $4 billion in cash. So my own extension, Doug, you guys probably know Doug and his, because Doug is in Andrew's program. He uses myownextension.com, and so does Peter Prue. My Own Extension is a Chrome extension that lets you put your face right there, your brand. It's very simple, the idea of it. Again, it's also inspired by my friend Marcus because he has his own Chrome extension that is called the Affiliate Marketing Dude. And every single link leads back into all his affiliate programs. So he has 6,000 people clicking on his affiliate links. Honey, by the way, they give it away for free because every time you're clicking to get that coupon code, you're using their coupon code. They have over 10 million people clicking on their affiliate, links. So imagine if you're a marketer and you get income from affiliate commissions, you can give away your Chrome extension for free so that people see your face, so that they don't have to remember www.blah-blah-blah.com to come back to you every single day, to come back to you every single week. And he has like this link called New from Marcus. So the first thing you do is you have to get his Chrome extension, and then you have to stay in it to get the latest news from him or the latest like giveaways or prizes. So it really lets you have the stickiness to your community. And Peter saw it and he was like, oh my God, this is so cool. So he has his own for his people. And then this is kind of like for fun. What I did was I'm like, what can Chrome extensions do? How far can this be? What is the possibility? Just for kicks, I saw that there was like a Chrome extension floating around that lets you like clone WordPress sites and clone ClickFunnels sites, clone these landing pages platforms. And I'm like, wait a minute, how hard is it to have like a ClickFunnels version or a WordPress version? So I created a ClickFunnels version and it was simple. It was done within 2 weeks. It was mine to own. And I don't provide this publicly, really. I only provide it if you go through my programs because, I don't want to get in trouble with ClickFunnels. Sorry, you guys. So what I learned was that I knew there was something in the online world that would give me a solution. And when I was searching for it, I heard it in the answers of these people. I heard it in Spencer Meekum when he's like, I have a Chrome extension. I heard it in James Hurst. I heard it in Nate McAllister, who does over $400,000 on his Chrome extensions. I heard it in Marcus Campbell, who has 6,000 users clicking on all his affiliate links because they're in his Chrome extensions. And I noticed the trend that they all have one or several Chrome extensions. Like they all have their foot into software. And the easiest way to get started, to own this powerful, enter this journey where you have your own powerful tool, is starting simple with these Chrome extensions. So despite the sound of like imposter syndrome, like deafening my ears, because I made only $1,500 at that time, who am I, you know? Another voice just told me, hey, Kim, you need to be loud about this because there are a lot of people who could help. You could help by spreading this idea and spreading the message. So I started Chrome Boss, the whole Chrome Boss community. Now we have over almost 700 comments answered on a questions thread. I have recruited not only developers, but also now Bailey just joined our team. He speaks on stage with Facebook ads, and he knows like, what is it, a bunch of marketers. And he's like, hey, yeah, of course I would join your community. So this journey has made me empowered to really bring to you guys the way to get started and the way to really have Chrome extensions work for you and not have it be a complicated, completely confusing like journey with a bunch of funnels and things like that. Like Robert McCorkle, now he does well over 8,000. He went from 0 to 8,000 a month within 6 months with his Chrome extension, Social Blade. It lets you bulk delete and bulk ads friend on Facebook. Is his idea original? No, there were like 7 other copies. You know, he doesn't have an original idea. It's not original. What he also doesn't have is he has no audience, no Stripe, no PayPal, and and he just put it on one platform. And this is like 5/1/2019. And he's made well over this, and he exited this company for an undisclosed amount to pursue his other Chrome extension business. So it's really cool. You can exit. He's like, yeah, so at 100 subscribers, just 100 people. So right now, try to tally up how many people are on your email list. You know, drop it in the comments. Let me know how many people are on your email list combined with your chatbot list, combined with your whatever list you have. Just think, maybe you have 5,000, maybe you have 7,000. You know, Andrew combined his email with his Facebook group. You know, his Facebook group probably over 12,000, right? 12,000. All right. So do you think with like an audience of thousands, you can get like 100 people to say yes to using a super powerful tool that you charge for like $30 a month? Maybe, because Robert did it with no audience. And at 100 subscribers, he was making 3,000 a month. So think about it, 3,000 a month. That is enough for maybe a mortgage. And that's only a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of the audience you guys might already have right now. And it delivers immense value. So you're not just like, you're not trading fluff, right? He only soft launched 6 weeks when we did the screenshot. So I want you guys to actually like hear it from his own mouth because I'm like, hey, it's really cool. You should listen to me. But but let's see. I want to make sure that you don't take it from just me. Take it from him. And I don't even know if you can hear the sound right here.
The teachings in the Chrome Boss Masterclass or without the coaching from Kim herself. Not only will she answer every question that you have, but she will also set up a time to go over anything that she can't answer, either in her group, on messaging. She will go and do a Zoom call with you one-on-one and lay out everything that you need to know so that way you can be successful. So I just want to say that without her help, without her teaching, without the people that she's brought into her course, there's no way that I would be where I'm at with my extension and have the success that I've had. So I just want to say thank you, Kim, and that's why I'm making this testimonial, because you've really helped me launch my product.
All right. So that's Robert. I have no idea if you guys heard that or not. I'm just going to continue. Okay. So how can I increase this thing? What is this? How do I make this bigger? Okay. So that's Robert. Jesus. Okay. Hold on. Duped. Okay. Click. All right, and Zeki, not only is it Robert, it's Zeki. You might have heard about his Chrome extension comment funnels. You guys a lot of you are marketers, right? Who here has ever made a post, like kind of like a action post or a kind of mission post, or a kind of post that's like, comment below if you want that thing. Comment below, I have tickets for my masterclass. Comment below if you want to get it. So Zeki saw that as an issue if someone were to sit there and answer every single comment. So his Chrome extension actually lets you reply back automatically to these comment ladders in a way that doesn't get you banned from Facebook, in a way that doesn't make you look like a bot. And he has developed, like I advise him, he's like, hey, I'm like, hey, create a partner program. Now with his partner program, he's able to provide that with other, do partner swaps. So now, not only is he able to retain his people, because he can give his people more Chrome extensions if they want, other influencers are talking about his Chrome extension, and he just opened it this week. So you're going to begin to see a flood of people talking about Zeki, talking about comment funnels. And he went into my program and developed this launch like a pro system, where even before you launch, you can have your Chrome extension development process completely paid for during a pre-launch process that gamifies it. It's really cool. He made, this is kind of old, but he made $10,000 in sales within his first weeks before he officially launches Chrome extension. Really cool. Andrew Gaikwad created the first ever, one of the first ever that I've seen. It's very unique. It's a Chrome extension that lets you tag Facebook Messenger messages. And he was able to do like 1,400 in 2 days. But what's really, really cool about his Chrome extension is that Andrew white labels Facebook ads for agencies. The Facebook ads work, right? And he's like, wow, Kim, I didn't know so many Facebook ad agencies will use messenger funnels. So now his target people are the people who use his Chrome extensions. And so he now has the back door to all these customers, whereas before he would have to prospect, he would have to do all these things, but now it's kind of more effortless. It's like, oh yeah, I need that. And by the way, I also run Facebook ads. Oh, you white label Facebook ads? I'm an agency. So now he has access to all these agencies. And that's another point I want to add about how this can increase your influence without the knocking on doors, without saying, please promote my thing, please buy my thing. And he texted me, before his wedding, he texted me, he's like, Kim, I'm at the highest city in Europe right now, and this is what I see. And he sees like $29 a month, $29 a month, $197 a year, or $297 a year, $29. He's like, the people, they renewed. And that got him really excited, because if people subscribe to your simple software, the renewal process is not you sending out an invoice and saying, okay, pay my invoice, please. It is an automatic renewal. It is reoccurring income that builds over time. So that's what's really cool. Greg Blazer created the Chrome extension that lets you go live through multiple Facebook groups simultaneously with the click of a button. Like your groups populate and you could check off like 7 groups and go live in all the groups. And it's mobile friendly as well. So you could actually use your phone, go live from your phone, and screen share. So super, super powerful. Yeah, and that can be done with a Chrome extension. Antonio Carter solves the issue of, you know, when people go live, you can tag a bunch of people and you sit there like tag, 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 tag. Well, he lets you bulk tag people according to categories. So you could say, oh, these are my inner circle people. I'm going to go live right now. I want all of them to know. So you could, either you or your VA, click one button. All the inner circle people gets tagged right away. And he's like, and when he made his first 200, he's like, oh my gosh, this might not be a lot to some of you, but to him, it's the beginning of this journey, a journey to passive freedom, a journey with passive income to freedom. And he's like, thank you, Kim. So he realizes that not only is this Chrome extension gonna, you know, free him from his time, trading time and money, it's only the beginning. He's working on a Netflix Chrome extension now as well. So kind of like all these people have like the bug once they get it. J.R. McKee, he has a Chrome extension that lets you download Vimeo and Facebook videos and Wistia videos in SD or HD with just one click. And you're like, oh, come on, who would pay for that? I do that for free, right? Some of you guys are like, oh, I know how to get videos downloaded for free. But no, he has paying customers who pay for that. There will always be a subset of your people out of everyone you talk to or everyone that sees whatever you have to provide. There's always going to be a portion who wants to pay premium because they are premium people. They are the ones that would buy the Gucci bags. You know, they're the ones who want to buy the high end. There's always going to be those people because there are millions online. So last month he did 1,500 passive, and he's going to take that and put it into Facebook ads for his Chrome extension. Again, I don't want you guys to just like listen to me rant about like Chrome extensions, how great they are.
Kim Dang has shown me with building my own Chrome extension, having my own piece of software that is mine, and that I can provide value for other people, and they're willing to pay for that value. And the benefit to me though is now I can quit trading my time for money. I'm the very first time that first sale came through, I'm on top of the world. It just gives me the opportunity to change things in my own life and to and to help other people. So I'm really excited. What Kim is teaching is invaluable. I literally can set people free. And when you work with her, she's a huge help. So I cannot recommend her enough.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Just go walk. Sarah, she's here. We have a booth. We have a booth. But
sorry,
anyways.
excuse me.
We have a booth at this event right now. We're talking about Chromebus. It's really cool. Okay, so Lana is a pharmacist. Never in her wildest dreams would she be like, oh, I'm gonna go and do a Chrome extension. But she has hundreds of thousands of dollars in pharmacy debt, right? She graduates, she goes the usual route, like, hey, I'm gonna go into this profession, I'm gonna go to professional school for it, I'm gonna graduate, earn quite a bit, but is completely at the mercy of her schedule. However, she loves being a pharmacist, and she always looks for other ways to really pay off her debt. Then when she started off with this, she's like, you know what, I'm just gonna like do this to see if it works. The person that she becomes in this journey is really what I want to share with you, because she told me she went from a person who would go shopping on the weekends and kind of go home, from her pharmacy job, go on dates. Like her world was like hanging out with friends and then going on dates, going shopping, right? But when she started doing this, she saw that now she knows how to speak to people all over the world. Now she knows how to communicate with people from India, people from UK, people from Australia, all over. She started forming these connections. She started seeing in herself a more purposeful life where it's not like she's not just go shopping. She's like, oh my gosh, Kim, I can solve this problem, this real problem for real people, and I can influence the world, because Instagram is the #2 most downloaded app in the world. It has billions of users. So of the billions, she's gonna find a subset where they are people who want to grow their Instagram accounts for their clients, like Instagram agencies. So what her Chrome extension does is it takes the data of people who like and comment but are non-followers, and then sends it to a Google Sheet so that these Instagram agency people, whereas before they're like scrolling around trying to figure that data out, now they have that data like right in front of them, and they know they can click, they can DM directly, and that problem is solved with a Chrome extension. So she already started having users, and it's really, really exciting, her journey and where she goes with it. I'm gonna try to speed through the rest because I want to show you guys during this presentation what is really possible and how life-changing these freaking simple softwares can be. RJ, actually, his Chrome extension lets you automatically, the people who accept your friend request, send them the first message. Remember, when you have a conversation on Facebook and both sides accept, Facebook sees that as like a warmer connection than the rest of every one of your friends. So if you do posts, then your feed, your posts will be in their feed. So this is actually really brilliant. Imagine if you're adding a bunch of realtor friends, right? Let me know your guys' niche in the comment, like what niche you guys have. But let's say it's realtors, then you're adding them. And if they accept, then all of a sudden they get a message. Now, whenever you do posts that are talking about how to serve realtors, your post ends up in their newsfeed because you're more important. You have a conversation with them. So anyways, his Chrome extension does that. And he partnered up with Zeki. They swapped partnership. So now his people have less reason to cancel because they have 2 Chrome extensions for the price of 1. It's really cool. Michael Rosenberg, his Chrome extension just got approved. So he actually released 2 Chrome extensions. One that lets you change the font on Facebook, so it's really cute. And then another one lets you go into groups and bulk add friends by keyword search. That one I haven't demoed out yet, but it got approved by Facebook recently, and that's a big, big win as well. Adrian Lepp, he didn't go through my program, but he purchased my program, and immediately he was like, Kim, I made $250,000 on Chrome extensions by myself without knowing anything that you taught. And when I came in, I realized that I was missing out on all those emails. I teach you how to leverage the simple software so you build your list. And if you have a Chrome extension and you put it directly to a Chrome web store without collecting those emails, he missed out on over 250,000 emails. He missed out on hundreds of thousands of emails. He's like, oh my gosh, I would have made millions. It's gonna cost people not to know my system. So anyways, that's all great, but really, your guys are like, how can I do what you've done, or at least have simple software work for me? From interviewing 6 to 7 figure digital marketers, I saw this trend going, right? The old way is these free PDFs that will no longer really cut it as bait. There's a reason why Neil Patel bought Uber Suggest, which is a software, for $120,000, and he gives it away for free. Because there's so much value in building that list. And when you can provide instantaneous value by them clicking download and they see it happening, PDFs they might not even read, they might not even, it's not sticky. They don't see you on their screen. They don't see your brand, your face, but simple software lets you be top of mind to your people. Old way, new way, software. So really, you know these secrets. I have been dropping it throughout this whole presentation. Secret number one is people are more willing to pay higher monthly if they have the ability to give to their audience these high value freebies. You would be super surprised. There are people who, as they grow their business and their company, they have more and more resources to reinvest in themselves. So when out of everyone who pitched them all these things, how appealing would it be for you to get your name out there by saying, hey, you can provide this software with your program, because it aligns with what you're teaching anyways, and it helps your people achieve what you're trying to teach. So all of a sudden, you have higher monthly recurring income from all these groups, all these people building their own tribes. So that's secret number one. Secret number two is what I spoke about with Bill Gates. You can license out these mini softwares. You don't have to be Microsoft. You don't have to be PayPal. You don't have to be an Elon Musk to really get in on this, and if you go and screen share, like how I do, I screen share and I help my people. I only notice they have like 1 or 2 Chrome extensions at the most for a lot of them, for like 90% of the population of of all the screen shares I've done. Because I go in and I ask my people, like, what's wrong? What's going on? How can I help? And we are at the cusp of it. We are before the flood. And there's a saying that says you don't necessarily have to be smart. You just have to be one of the first. Imagine if you know that something like software would blow up, like Bill Gates. If you imagine if you were with Bill Gates, sitting in the garage, getting insight on how things will be in the future. Imagine that you sat there and you're with him. How would you change how you incorporate what you do, the software, into what you're already doing? Like, how would you really just see it? Like, if you were there with Bill Gates. Anyways, this is kind of like that moment for you guys. People, it's not flooded. There's lots of opportunities, and it is simple. So now, secret number 3 is software is not expensive to make and not difficult to launch. Because I've developed this program out for the past year, we've done things like figured out how to launch how to have $10,000 come into your bank account without you having a product yet. And then you can deliver your product to your people. How to do pre-launches with these simple softwares. How to do live launches with these simple softwares, so that when you go live, you have a bunch of people subscribing at that time. How to JV, how to connect with influencers to explode the number of subscribers in your using your simple software. Not just for the passive income. It's for that influence. It's for the back door into your target audience. It's for the top of mind ability to sit on their screen and own their vision. They don't have to try to remember your website. You own their vision. So secret number 3, not expensive. You can get started. Like my Instagram Chrome extension cost me $50. And I don't even have a landing page for it. I went live on my Facebook profile and I was like, guys, it's $9.99. Go and buy it. Here's the link. And then a bunch of people just bought it. And that was just like me funding my own, project from an invoice link. So it doesn't have, we're going to go against all the complicated ways. Okay. We're going to go against all of that. We're going to go into the new method of keeping it simple in order to really leverage your influence with these simple softwares. So, all right. So I don't know at this point, Andrew, what you wanted me to do, but this is my normal webinar, you guys. When I do a normal webinar, I offer. And so Andrew, you're back on. So what do you want me to do? Talk about my live
I hope you guys freaking love that presentation. It was amazing. I love learning about the client success stories with Chrome extensions. They're so freaking cool. So whatever you want to put out there, if anybody wants to learn how to work with Kim a little bit more, feel free to take it away, Kim.
Okay, cool. So let me ask you guys a question. How many of you are excited and super like pumped about what we talked about today? And how many of you are feeling like so overwhelmed that we covered so much? I know some of you guys might be watching the replay and you're like, oh my gosh, this is intense and this is insane. So I want to also tell you guys, really, it wasn't always this way. I'm not a person who's like, hey, let's go do this. Let's do this now. Back in 2008, this is when I heard about the possibility of this world where you could hire people from, you know, across the world and have your own simple software and provide it. So I was on a date with this guy named Tommy. He's now married. We're still friends. And I remember very clearly, it was at the end of the night and we were right by the beach. And I could remember the sound of the waves splashing against the asphalt. And I was walking with him down this dark alley, which, by the way, if you're, you know, going on a first date with someone, never walk down a dark alley. Just kidding. I just trusted him and he was walking down this dark alley with me. And I'm like, it was the silent, awkward moment of, you know, a date when you ran out of things to say. And he just was like, Kim, do you know that you could hire someone from across the world and they make software for you? They make these things for you that you can go and put it online and have subscribers. And I thought he was nuts because I was so far away. I was layers and layers and layers away from the mentality I needed to have to become a boss, right? I was just working part-time, going to school. So I thought he was crazy because I never heard of it. And then he's like, yeah, go ahead and go on Odesk right now. Back then it was called Odesk. Now it became Upwork because they bought out Odesk. But back then it was called Odesk. He's like, go ahead and do that right now when you get home. And you're going to be so blown away. Your life will change. And I said, yes, sure, I'll do it. And I did the typical thing, which is I would say yes. And I'm like, okay, he's nuts. Like I went home and life continued, life went on. We didn't work out. And you know, I started like just moving on with my life. And the reason why I want to tell you guys that story is because he said he'd probably finish his project and book by the time I even look at the site. And he was right. In March of 2018, his company went public on NASDAQ. So just imagine how regretful I was in that moment that I didn't listen to him way back in 2008, that someone reached out, that someone told me that this is life-changing, this could alter the course of my life, and all I needed to do was jump in and commit to it, you know? And for me, this is the moment for you guys now. Like, this is me being Tommy telling to you guys, hey, this world exists. You don't have to go at it the hard way. Malik Joshi has a calculator Chrome extension. He doesn't even have Stripe or PayPal or any funnel. And he's making like $800 a month with his calculator Chrome extension that reaches Amazon sellers, right? So it's like, you don't have to do it the hard way. It can be simple and it can start simple. You can always ramp it. You can pour gasoline on the fire like JR, who's going to run ads now. But it can be simple and can start simple and it can work for you. It can give you a story you can be proud of. It can give you reoccurring income that can last for the rest of your life. It can have you build out a portfolio of Chrome extensions. It can work for you, as it's worked for so many of my students and my people, right? So this is the moment I don't want you to go home and not do it. You know, don't have the same regret I have. Don't wait till a decade later. There's a saying that's like, when's the best time to plant a tree? Like, you know, 100 years ago. When's the next best time? Now. And now is your time. I just throw up screenshots out there because I want you guys to know that, you know, it actually, you know, there's income. So, and I know you guys are like, oh, income is cool, Kim, but I also want influence. And that's why I emphasize influence throughout this whole time. Is it okay if I spend the next 10 minutes going over a very special offer to help you use Chrome extensions and or create monthly recurring income. Let me know if that's okay, whether you're watching the replay or whether you're watching the live right now. I stopped watching the live, so I don't know if you guys said yes or no, but hopefully you said yes. All right, so my program, the program that is one of my like the masterclass level. This is what you're gonna get in the masterclass level. This is to, if you're like, well, I don't know, but I want to get my feet wet. I don't know, but I want to check this out, check this world out, because I don't want to be Kim, you know, saying no, and then 10 years later, like all my friends are having public companies on NASDAQ, and I'm over here, you know, still grinding away, still doing what I'm doing, and it's not working, you know? So what you're gonna get is access to my Chrome Boss Masterclass. What is inside is super valuable. I have the blueprint for you to get this going, get this working, just as how all my other students have. And I only told you a fraction of the testimonials. There are so many more that popped up since I've taught this and the program that I'm transforming it into. So this is to get your feet wet. We do have a lot more support because now I have a team and live events. And I want to talk to you about what you're getting. So 8 weeks of group coaching access that's valued at $49.97. You get a Chrome Boss black box list of Chrome extension ideas. So if you're like, Kim, I have no idea what I'm going to do because my niche is like this, or I'm doing this. We have a black box list of Chrome extension ideas, so don't worry about it. And by the way, just like Robert McCorkle, he doesn't have a unique idea. He just created his own version. It's kind of like I had a talk with James Smiley, if you guys know who he is, and he's like, Kim, Chrome extensions are kind of like books. A lot of people say that they're gonna publish their book. A lot of people say they're gonna go and create their own software. You know, they could have been the next Uber, or they could have been the next New York Times bestseller, but they just don't go for it. And so, but when they do, just because, you know, your book is written about kind of like the same topic, like business development, as like a million other books, you are still gonna have your own New York Times bestseller. You know, there's so much abundance on the internet. There's so many people. There's more people than you could ever hope to serve in your entire life, that you could ever have time to get their credit card information from. But the cool thing about Simple Software is that it's unlimited inventory. So you're not having to craft out new offers all the time to have more people be introduced to you and your gift to the world, whether you're coaching, whether you're in, you know, agency work, whether you're a course creator, whether you're an at-home mom, whether you're a pharmacist, whether you're an e-com person, no matter what is your niche, Chrome extensions fits into what you're doing. And we have a Chrome Boss market research blueprint as well. So the reason why we have that is because it's very surprising. A lot of Chrome extensions out there right now, it's developed and published by third world country, like people in India, just to solve a problem, and they don't even think to monetize, and they don't know how to market for the most part. So here it is. Here's your blue ocean. You know, there's a red ocean, blue ocean thing from Stephen Larsen or Russell Brunson. The red ocean is a marketplace, just so crowded. The blue ocean is completely clear of like a kind of peerless, like PERLESS, a peerless landscape. No one is like you. No one is like you. You create your own blue ocean by having Simple Software, and the market research blueprints enables you to stand out and be your blue ocean among the noise. It's a very abundant world with Chrome extensions. And then we have the Chrome Boss App Launch Heroes list. So I know that in this journey of, you know, having your own thing, You're like, well, all right, am I alone? You know, am I alone at this? I don't know influencers. So what I do is I interview a lot of 6-figure, 7-figure digital marketers. And I ask them one thing. I'm like, hey, can I add you to my app launch heroes list? So my people, if they have an affiliate program, if they have a high value converting Chrome extension, can they go live in your group? Can they get a shout out in your email list? Can they have this? And we have a lot of people who are making so much, you know, who are so abundant online that they're like, yeah, of course. You're providing value to my people anyways, because it's easy, it's clear. They just click add to Chrome and there you go. They have value. You also get a 30-day step-by-step action plan. And why did I introduce this? It's because some people hate watching videos and, you know, they want to just have like this step-by-step written out. So for the people who are like, Kim, I don't want to go through a bunch of videos. I'm not that type of person. Then this is for you, a 30-day step-by-step action plan. You also get access to our Launch Like a Pro system. And this system has made thousands of dollars, $10,000, $5,000, like thousands of dollars in launch revenue, even before you have a Chrome extension published on the market. And it's developed by Zeki. And I saw Zeki because I am so involved and I like have a top-down view of all these Chrome extensions and their success stories. I saw Zeki was doing something unique and different. He combined a summit type of launch with the gamification to software. And when you marry that, it's like you can do pre-launches, earn the revenue to pay for your overhead costs, to pay for your production cost, and then it's pure profit, you know, moving forward. Not pure profit, you know, you have to minus costs, which, by the way, when I looked into this, there are criterias that I had to have to get into this, right? Unlike my e-commerce company, it doesn't cost me thousands and thousands of dollars for warehouse, overhead, like, you know, electricity fee. Who here has a business where you have like a bunch of overhead, right? And a lot of staff in order to just keep it going. So I had to look for a solution that wouldn't have that, and it would be still successful. Chrome extensions. It had to have unlimited inventory. I don't want to be tracking inventory every single month. I don't want to have to spend, and I have an importing company as well. I don't want to have to spend like $10,000 to wait 3 months for it to ship from China until it goes to a warehouse, and then the warehouse staff overhead costs to pack it. And then if it ships, I'm paying for shipping costs, I'm paying for bubble wrap, you know, all of that stuff. No, I don't want that either. Chrome extensions are the solution. And I didn't want to have to like come up with new material every single time. I wanted something to just work and people will pay the same amount every single month for it to just work like it said it would. So again, Chrome extensions. So access to Launch Like a Pro system lets you launch effortlessly, launch easily, because it ties in a system that works. It converts and it works. And you get all the funnel share, all the information for it, all the bots blast, everything we have. I just like give it because, you know, I want you to succeed. So the next thing is you have access to a list of vetted Chrome extension developers. This list is a preferred list. I know when you go out there and you hire someone random from India, you know, who knows? They could be working in their closet or something, right? Or if anything happens, like acts of God clauses, where something happens and they disappear, then all your months of like, you know, all your time that you devoted to this baby gets put on pause, or you're like, you know, your timeline is jarred. And the opportunity cost is not launching. The opportunity cost is getting frustrated. The opportunity cost is getting shut down. And then not bringing your vision to life, not having something out there. That would be the most tragic thing. If at your deathbed, you wake up and you're like, yeah, I tried something and then it became too frustrating for me because that person like, you know, ghosted me. And, you know, I could have been, my story could have been this, but it wasn't because I got shut down. So that's why I have a list of Chrome extension developers who won't ghost you, who cares about the community, who cares to be around. And that also helps, you know, I listen to my community and they're like, well, this is what we need. You also have lifetime access to our Facebook group community of elite CEOs. And this is priceless because you'll see everyone and what they're launching. You can partner up with people so that you not only provide one Chrome extension that you worked hard for, you could just tack on another person's Chrome extension in the community, like Zeki did with RJ, like, you know, I did with a lot of people. It's like the community itself is so valuable. And there are people in the community doing $10,000 a month. And then there's people in the community doing $100,000 to $200,000 a month with their Chrome extension portfolio. So you're getting into this paid community of like high caliber people. And you're getting to see the latest, the most interesting things being published out there because there's no community out there right now like this. There is none. I have bought other courses. I have entered other communities. No one I would say top of mind in the world is doing what I'm doing and creating the level of people and service that I'm doing with simple software. There's no one else out there like this doing this. So you're entering into a very unique community that is, you know, get ahead of the curve. And these are, but wait, there are bonuses. So all the Chrome extensions I've talked to you about, like every single one that I've kind of told you their benefits, you get it included. You get GroupConvert. A lot of you already have GroupConvert through Andrew, but you also get Instagram. You also get the quick link one. You get my secret funnel hacking one. You get the my own extension one where you have your face and you can like send it to your people. They put in your code. They see your links. And you get 4 weeks of technical office hours, which is, by the way, taught by Nick Maritas. And he is a coach. He has his own, thriving Amazon Chrome extension portfolio of Chrome extensions. And he has his own staff of full-time developers. So who else is qualified to teach you about what's technical? He managed to link everything together, all the funnel stuff, all the Infusionsoft, all the automation. He has mastered, and he's there for technical office hours. So the total value of all of this is $22,328. And oh, this is a presentation I did for Zeki's group, so I'm gonna like exit out because it's not Zeki's. But I kind of want to go here and delete that link. Okay, delete. I don't know. Okay, so and it's not $497, it's $997. So you get all of this, all the value for $997. And I am not just a person behind a Zoom screen. I am a person you can access live. So if you purchase this, you also get a ticket to my live event. It's a smaller live event. There's really only a few tickets left. So we could only fit probably like 3 people into the room now. And it's called Chrome Boss Live, and it's actually in San Diego. So you're in San Diego, come experience, collapse the timeline of what you learn instead of watching all the videos. And, you know, you still have access to everything. But if you're the type of person who's like, my time is worth so much, and I just want to collapse all that time and just get the download in a couple of days, then come to Chrome Boss Live. And I have Rachel S. Lee, who's going to speak. And I have Doug Botten, who's going to speak. I have Bailey, who's going to be there. I have JR, who will talk to you about sales because he does high ticket sales for Stephen Larson. And why did I mention high ticket sales? Because when you offer a Chrome extension, there are next level problems that your people will have, just like GroupConvert, okay? When I offer GroupConvert as a Chrome extension, it is not only a Chrome extension. It morphs into this other problem for them. Like Why do they have GroupConvert? Because they want to grow their Facebook group. Why do they want to grow their Facebook group? Because they want to build an audience. Why do they want to build an audience? Because they want to monetize their group in order to have the income and lifestyle they want to have the influence they want to have. How can they do that? If they can provide a high ticket offer. And then all these problems go up to what type of person do they need to become in this journey to attract the type of people who will go into the group so they can best utilize this Chrome extension. So when I release a Chrome extension at the very beginning, I have never known that would be where this journey is leading. So that's why I corral these people to come and be there live with you and have that intimacy. You know, like pre-recorded courses and all these things they don't work anymore. What will bring life transformations is actually live, face-to-face, also interaction within a Facebook group community. But that's what really will transform someone's life. And for me, I do provide that as part of my program, my higher level program. But for you guys, for Andrew's audience, this is the first time that I'm kind of like telling you guys, hey, if you get this, then you get access to my live event as well. So you can come to the event with all the tools, all the videos already, access to that. And we will, during the workshop, hone in on the exact Chrome extension, your 6-figure Chrome extension business that will be aligned with what you're already doing. So it provides your own audience a way for them to love you even more than they already love you. But more than that, you have unlimited inventory. All of a sudden, for the first time, probably in your life, you have unlimited inventory. And before that, you probably have to hire a bunch of people to offer something. But this is unlimited inventory. It sits online 24/7. And the inventory not only gives you recurring income, it gives you influence. It gives you that backdoor. And that's what I'm providing for only $9.97. Come on. So it's a really good value, because I understand some of you guys are like, well, $9.97 is a lot of money. But just think about it. Let's say worst case scenario, your Chrome extension like does a couple thousand a month, like 2,000 a month, right? It only does 2,000. Like for Robert McCorkle, he was hitting just 100 people and he was making 3,000 a month. But let's say that it just sucks or it never grows and it only does 2,000 a month. That's it. Passive income with the influence. Let's say that goes on for just a year. Let me know, you guys, how much is that if you were to calculate? And I'll save you guys the math because, I'm Asian. So I'll calculate it for you. It's $24,000 passively if you were never to have another subscriber in your life that year, which is kind of hard to do, right? But let's say you keep it, like how long would you keep that? Let's say you keep it for like 3 years of your life at like failure level, only 2,000 a month. 2,000, some people like look at 2,000 like it's nothing. But what would that be for 3 years? That would be $72,000. $72,000 passively for 3 years if it's failing, right? You don't have to, it's unlimited inventory. You don't have to hire like a bunch of people to take care of it. There are ways to have your overhead be even less. And that's what I teach you in the program. But honestly, when it comes down to it, it frees you. It frees you from so many things. It frees you from trading your time for money. It frees you from having to figure out something to finally work. It frees you from the things that are holding you back, the feelings of like, I don't have anything to say, or like I have to knock on so many doors because I'm just another, blank, I'm trying to form another agency. I'm trying to form another, there are people who succeed really well doing all these other things. I'm not saying the other things don't work. I'm saying that if you've been trying for many years, different things, and they're not working, this is what will work. No guarantees. Nothing in life is guaranteed, but this This is a surefire way to start simple, to not deal with all the complicated stuff, to provide something of immense value, and to have it be an appreciating asset that can expand for the rest of your life. And with the knowledge, with the blueprint, you're not going to be just a person to own one, right? You're going to be like me. You're going to go crazy. You're going to be like my students. You're going to be like, I'm going to create a Netflix Chrome extension. I'll create 5 Facebook Chrome extensions. You know what? There is no limit to what I can do, you know? And that shift, that change in how you think, how before you're just like a consumer and you're kind of like a victim to all these softwares out there, you know, who here pays for like a million softwares, right? Would it ever cross your mind to be on the other side of that table and to be the one to own the software? And now you are the one with people coming to you. You know, you dictate the price. You dictate how much you want to make. You dictate how much influence you want to go after. And it's people warmly coming into your world. I spoke with this guy named Phil the other day, and he runs ads for a lot of people. And one of the people he was running ads for is like a simple software that pulls data from ClickFunnels, just like the dashboard. And he's like, Kim, oh my gosh, I'm spending like 5 figures in ad spend for this company, and they only increase their ad spend every single month. I thought that they're targeting, you know, the ClickFunnels community, and I thought that there would be some point where we would have to spend less in ads because there's not enough. But what he realized was, oh my gosh, it only gets more successful because of this unlimited inventory. And they only win more because ClickFunnels is doing all the hard work of, like, you know, getting more users. So anyways, that's the story I want to share with you guys. It's a very abundant world. It's a way for you to fuel yourself, to have this fire in you, to finally have a core offer that you love, to finally have the community that looks up to you. And if you already have a community that loves you, to really enhance your stickiness to them so that they keep coming back to you. So anyways, my presentation is over. This is the total value, and it's $9.97. And to get it, I mean, I didn't really plan with Andrew how to get it, but I'm just gonna include the link if you guys want to see me live next week in San Diego, or like get all the benefits of what I told you. So you have 2 choices: either do nothing changes, or take action today and get the bundle. So I'm gonna exit here. And that is my presentation. And to get it, it's just chromebossmasterclass.com. Order now. If you want to do this and change your life. Awesome. And I don't say that lightly.
Kim, right. That's awesome. Thank you so much for everything. Drop the link down below after we hop off, but this was amazing. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Andrew, for letting me spread this message. I love it. So thank you so much. And
I'll see you soon. I think I'm going to
Oh, yeah. You're coming? Okay. I'll see you then at the event. All right.
See you guys.
Bye. Oh, yeah. If you liked that video, then you will love all the resources that I have over at kimcdang.com. That is KIMCDANG.com. There you will find all my courses, my extensions, all the offers that I have, as well as a lot of free resources if you are just getting started.